Folks, this video is dedicated to the 2019 Miami Dolphins. This team has really won my heart over the course of the year. I thought it would be just a nothing year, just a brutal nothing year, and they have worked hard and they have just won me over. So I'm going to do a hats off video. And what is that? Well, I've been thinking about doing something just as a tribute to this Dolphin team. And a buddy of mine, Eric Weinbender, who has a great vinyl community, music community channel, he commented on a video this morning about do you have a Dolphin hat for every video? And I tell you what, if we did a season, I'm only about 3 or 4 hats away from being able to do an entire season and never repeat a hat. So I thought I would show my Dolphin hat collection tonight. It's kind of a tribute to this team. So my hat's off. My Dolphin hats are off. So hence the Iron Maiden, but we're gonna look at some other hats. Before that, though, let me talk about today's game. The Dolphins. Hey, Aretha. My girl has got to come say hello. Say hello. You just want to get into trouble, don't you? That's my little troublemaker. She's only about a year old and has more energy than she knows what to do with. All right, so today's victory against the Patriots. It was exciting from one end to the other. They played so hard. Dolphins played so hard, and they got the victory. Ryan Fitzpatrick brought out just enough magic to get that victory. Now he can force vanish to Tahiti or wherever he wants to go until OTAs next spring. Yeah, well deserved. Great victory. It'll be one of the, and what I love about it is that makes the Patriots a 3rd seed, and that's so big in ending this evil empire, because apparently Roger Goodell doesn't care what the Patriots do. I mean, Spygate 2.0, they're clearly guilty. They had the film. What were they shooting? I mean, the film speaks for itself. Their lazy excuses speak for themselves. It's just, I'm so tired of seeing the Cheatriots get by. And, people say, well, they didn't need to cheat and all that. Yeah, well, apparently they did. Because apparently everything that Bill Belichick has done over the past 20 years, he's telling you, we have to cheat. Otherwise, why would you be so dedicated to it? I mean, it's almost like he has almost a religious dedication to cheating. So, anyway, I don't want to talk about the Cheatriots anymore, except to say this. They've got to go, instead of having a home game and a possible away game to win to get to the Super Bowl, now they have a home game next week against the Titans, and they better figure something out, because if they play against Tannehill and those Titans who are much improved, the same way they played against the Dolphins today, they won't make it out of that game. But if they do, then they probably will go to Kansas City. Well, they will go to Kansas City the way the seeds work. That's a tough road to hoe. And then if they win that, the championship game probably is going to be in Baltimore. So anybody think the Patriots can run that table? They're gonna they're they're done. Anyway, all right. So let's talk about these Dolphins. Man, love this team. And thinking about all the people that they have done this with. I mean, you think about, I've been saying that what they've done this year has been historic, and I don't back off of that. People say, "Oh, well, they're 5-11." Yeah, but we're talking about a team that purposefully stripped down their roster, and traded away a lot of people in an effort to totally rebuild and get a high draft pick. Yet they've defied the odds. I don't know that I've ever seen a team with their roster stripped down quite like this. And my thoughts are, they made a movie back, 10 years ago or so, called The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, that was about the Redskins scab team that beat a Dallas Cowboys team that was, where most of their players had already returned. And that was a big enough victory to get a movie. I think this Dolphins team deserves a movie. When you think of what they have accomplished, and then here today, last game of the season, one of the most dominant teams of the last 20 years, well, probably the most dominant, whether asterisks or not, and they they beat them, and did it with guys like Fitzpatrick. Isaiah Ford had a big Isaiah Ford. Come on, our running back number 42. What is I can't even keep up. We've traded away so many guys. We started out with Kenyon Drake. There were other guys even ahead of the young man number 42. I can't remember his name. But all of these guys have stepped up and have played so well and gotten it done. And I really think that what they have done is historic. So we take our hats off to them. And I'm doing that symbolically by showing you my hat collection, my Dolphins hat collection. Now, what you do need to know is that there were basically, what I've done is I've split this collection into 4 sections because the Dolphins have had 4 different significant logo changes. Okay? So the first logo change, or the first logo that they appeared with, was this. This is the logo that appeared on the Dolphins helmets from their inception all the way up to about 1974, I believe. I meant to look to see if I don't think they were actually. It may have ended in 73 when they won their last Super Bowl, because I was trying to picture in my head what the logo was when they played the game Sea of Hands, which was against the Raiders. I think they were already on to the next logo. Anyway, this was the first, and it has the Dolphins. The only difference between the first and second logo is here this dolphin is dropped down where he's taking up the center of the starburst. The second one, this starburst would move down and be a circle kind of behind the dolphin. So this was the first one. And the only problem I have with this hat is that I wish that logo was a little bit bigger. I'll show you here. That original logo was a little bit more dominant on the helmet. Let's see. So if you look at old pictures, that on the helmet, that original dolphin logo was really big on the helmet. So it seems kind of funny to me that it would be so small on the hat. Same way with this other one. This is the other hat that I have with that first logo. Oh, I also meant to say, this first hat is I think came from Florida, because it has Publix embroidered here, and that is a grocery store chain in the Florida, in South Florida, and well, I think because I saw a video where a Dolphin player took a family out to Publix to buy them food for the holidays. So got that nice little 1972, still perfect. And then this one is a 47 hat. It's a brand. I don't know why it's number 47, but I have a few hats, I think, with that on it. And a little adjustable back. I have to be careful with hats. I have a very oblong head, so it's sometimes hard to get ones that fit me properly. But this one fits nicely. It's got that original logo. Okay, so then they moved. By the time I started watching the Dolphins in '75, they had this logo. So this is a very special one to me. And that there you have it, the Dolphin with the up in the starburst. Now I got this off of eBay. It has Sugars on the side. I have no idea what Sugars is. Maybe somebody got a hat personalized. I don't know. This is I can't even read the tag, but like that hat, like the fact that it's got that aqua and orange going for it. Then very similar. This is a snapback hat, or snap. Got the snap in the back. A for the American Football Conference. This is a really nice hat. Most of the hats I have are from this era, I believe. Picked this one up a long time ago. Oversized Dolphin logo. Dolphins on the back. Had that a long time. I think I picked that up in the 90s. All right. Then we have this Dolphins hat. I don't know if I've worn it in a video yet or not. Got Dolphins on the side. Got the Dolphins hat with the paint stroke. It's a Proline hat. Also got the Logo Athletic emblem on it. And those are the hats I have from that era, except for one other hat that's a little different. And that is this one. This is my toboggan. I have had this forever. I want to say I had this in high school. So nothing fancy, but it does have that Dolphin logo on it. All right. So then in the around 95 or 96, somewhere in there, it was like Jimmy Johnson's, I believe, his second year as head coach. We had a uniform change. Probably a little bit more significant than the Dolphin coming up in the starburst, because they just revamped the Dolphin logo. Oddly enough, I'm missing a hat and can't find it. It was kind of a draft hat that had that logo on the front. Let me show you that logo. I've got stuff with that logo on it. There we go. Is this kind of the Dolphin, instead of being kind kind of a sketch dolphin. It's a little bit more cartoon-like. I like that Dolphin logo. That uniform is I associate, love the first logo. I associate the Super Bowls with it. Love that second logo because I associate the Dolphin teams that I came in on, and Bob Greasy and all the Nat Moore and all those great guys with it. This one I associate with that defense that Jimmy put together. Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor. Um, so, I have a soft spot in my heart for that logo as well. But my hats don't really reflect it. I'm maybe going to have to chase down some hats. I got this hat. It's got the little logo right there. But man, that's awful tiny on that hat. It's got also got this logo, which I've seen it enough, but it was never on a uniform. Without the Dolphin, without the starburst, I don't ever recall seeing a Dolphin helmet without that, with that on it. So I have that one from that era. I also have this one. This is I love this hat. This is a Dan Marino Hall of Fame hat. It does have that logo on it, but it's on the back. There you have class of 2005. And of course, Dan Marino, number 13. Love that hat. All right. And then the most recent era of the Dolphins. I have several hats to represent that. And, I know a lot of people don't like the new logo. They don't like my only problem with the uniforms we got now is the aqua is not quite sea green enough for me. Not enough. It almost, in some instances, almost looks powder blue. And I would rather it be more traditional colors. They have done, since the first season that uniform came out, they have kind of fixed the orange aspect of it. It used to be that the orange was so thin on the helmet that it almost looked like something was wrong with your TV when you looked at that helmet. I like the significant orange tubing on the letters and get that orange in there a little bit because that's part of our color. So here we go. First hat from that era. Miami Dolphins on the side. Got kind of I don't know if you can see that, but it's got the Dolphin logo kind of embossed on it. Good looking hat. Picked this hat up. I picked two hats up at the same time. I think I picked that hat and this hat up at the same time this past spring. I got a deal on them. And I thought, man, that's really cool. This is one of the tribute to the troops hats. So if you're a member of watching this and you're a member of the military, we do appreciate your service. And this is a nice way to show that support. So I was happy to pick this up. Not much going on around, but do like that. Got the classic. Had this for a while. Kind of just classic clean Dolphin. There's that 47 again. Classic clean Dolphin look. And then probably the most recent one I got. This Dolphin hat. This white one. It came in at a really great price. I paid like $10 for it. And it's Normally you would not see me with a hat that looks like this, because that would mean it was fitted, except they've got these new flex hats. And so this really works. And I love that kind of white hat like that. So yes, I have a problem when it comes. Oh, I got one more. So this one's probably the craziest hat I've got. This is my winter hat. It looks like a helmet. There's the front, and it's just so there you go. I like it because when the wind's blowing, and it sometimes does pretty hard, tie that up and keeps my face a little warmer. So there you have it. There's my there's my hat collection, showing that in honor today of the 2019 Miami Dolphins. I will always love this team, even though they were 5-11. They defied the odds to get to 5-11, and I appreciate the fact that they have gone out and fought every play. They've well, I heard an announcer say they play every game like it's a Super Bowl, and for them getting a victory, it probably is like that. So, love this Dolphin team. Can't wait to see what happens in the draft, and then see how the rebuilding goes. Hope that Coach Flores has many more big years. I love the fact that he come off the field with holding both arms over his head. Hope to see that a lot more in the future. And that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope that your final football Sunday of the year was a great one. And we will catch you soon. And we're out.